Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey. Dances in the hole, now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick-out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping him out.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Castle at Our Redeemer's Christian School for a District 6 high school boys basketball game tonight here on the PSP Network. I'm Jonas Nelson. Glad to have you along this evening as we bring you the Our Redeemer's Christian School Knights playing host to the Velva Aggies. Two teams that'll battle it out here tonight. And two of the top teams in the district. As we've talked about before, this is a loaded district here in District 6, as there are at least 5 teams right now, as we'll see here in just a moment. 5 teams that are either in the top 10 of the Division B poll this week or receiving votes. And so, it is a loaded region, and every night of district play is kind of a gauntlet night. Glad to have you along here on this busy Friday night here on the PSP Network as you take a look at the schedule, wrapping up another huge week here on the PSP Network, and already in progress you see there on today's schedule 3 WDA games in Division AA basketball. Girls and boys, Minot High playing at Legacy. That one is taking place down in Bismarck, and Nick Holberg has the call of that one. Also down in Bismarck is Century playing at Bismarck, girls and boys. Here in town, Minot North hosting Williston. Owen Patterson is on the call of that one. And then I'm here to bring you this Division B game here at Our Redeemers as we wrap up another busy week here on the PSP Network. As you see on your screen there, the Our Redeemers Christian School Knights come into the ball game tonight with a record of 9 wins and 2 losses on the season. The 2 losses to the same team. Yeah, the Bishop Bryan Lions. Our Redeemers lost to the Lions in the championship of their own invitational tournament right here in this very gymnasium back in December. It was a 6-point game. 64-58 was the final. And then if you were watching Monday, it was the district counter as the two teams played in district play. And once again, Bishop Bryan came out on top. This time it was by 7 points, 58-51, a game that was very, very close throughout. I think if memory serves me correct, there was like 12 to 14 ties in that basketball game before Bishop Bryan finally kind of pulled away at the end. Other than that, of course, the Knights have run the table and put victories up on the record. Meanwhile, for the Velva Aggies, they have had a tough week, that is for sure, as they played in district play and some of these top teams that they have met, and good test for them. Head coach Isaac Sondral saying that as I kind of contacted him today. So Aggies started off with a win, 7 wins in a row. And then lost west of Newburgh. That was January 14th. 83-64 was the final as they lost to the defending champions. And then it was a 20-point loss to Bishop Bryan last Friday, the 17th, 71-51. They bounced back and got a victory over Glenburn this Tuesday as they put up over 100 points, 104-76. They beat the Panthers in that one. And so 2 losses against 8 wins. When it comes to the district records, and look at the standings here in District 6 right now, Bishop Bryan undefeated at 11-0, a perfect 4-0 so far in their District 6 play. And then you got a real glut of these teams here that have just 1 loss in district play, and that includes Our Redeemers in there, along with MLS, West of Newburgh, TGU, and Surrey all have just 1 loss. Velva is in there with 2 losses. And then as you head to the bottom part of the standings, you have Drake Animus, Harvey Wells County, Glenburn, and Berthold, the teams at the bottom of the standings right now. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We say a big thank you to them for their sponsorship. No appointment is needed. You can stay in your car and drive through and get an oil change in about 15 minutes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck to serve you. It's online at VIOC.com. VIOC.com. Valvoline instant oil change. We'll take a timeout here on our pregame show. Much more to come as we get you ready for tip-off of tonight's game between the Knights and the Aggies from the Castle here on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here on the PSP Network. Glad to have you along here on a Friday night. I'm Jonas Nelson with you as we take a look at the latest Division B boys basketball poll. And I mentioned 5 teams from this district receiving some love in that poll. Wilton Wing still ranked at number 1 this week. Bishop Bryan remains at number 2. Our Redeemers held on to the number 5 spot this week. Then you have the defending champions, West Oak Newburgh, with the 2 losses on the year for them, as they currently are at 7. And then Mulhall Lansford Sherwood jumped into the number 10 slot this week with their 7-1 records. The Velva Aggies, you see there, headband in the top 10. With the 2 losses to West Oak Newburgh and Bishop Bryan, dropped out of the top 10, but still receiving votes in the poll. So those 5 teams getting some votes and attention in the poll, brought to you by the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association that vote on that. And look at that poll, brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center here in Minot. Look at the girls' poll as we also keep up to date on that one. Got area teams like Kenmare Bowbells at 2, Tioga remains at 3, Central McLean, Berthold out of District 6 at number 5 yet in that poll. See also listed there, Washburn, Garrison is in that top 10. So some good representation from the area here, Northwestern and North Central North Dakota in the girls poll as well in Division B this week. Much more to come as we roll along with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, including a look at the starting lineups for tonight and our keys to the game. All yet to come when we return here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to the castle here at our Redeemer's Christian School as we continue on with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here on the PSP Network. And you're ready tonight for the Our Redeemers Knights taking on the Velva Aggies here this evening. Let's take a look at those starting lineups and rosters for the two ball clubs. We start with the away team on the scoreboard, and that is the Velva Aggies under head coach Isaac Sondral, assisted by Matt Roberts, Charles Colby, and Luke Selsler. Again, they are 8-2 overall on the season, and currently 3-2 in District 6 play. Starting lineup for them tonight will be at a guard, Cooper Kittleson, who is a 6-foot junior, wears number 2. Also, Reggie Bruner gets the start, a 6'2 senior at a forward. Reese Steffen, a 6'1 junior at a forward, will get the start tonight as well. Also in the starting lineup will be Ben Sheps, 6'2 senior forward. And Wes Nicholson, a 5'10 sophomore, will get the start as well tonight. Head coach Sondral saying his team is a little bit banged up, a little bit injured here, so they're going to try and battle through that. You might have noticed Mason McPeak, the 5'11 senior guard, is not in the starting lineup. He's dealing a little bit with an injury, hobbled a little bit, so we might see him, we might not see him. Just all depends on how he's feeling and how things are going. Mason McPeak, one of those in the scoring column that is very much depended on as one of the top 3 leading scorers, averaging 17 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals per ball game for the Aggies. So he would be a big loss, and need to find some points to get and replace him. The other Aggies on the roster: Mason Kraft, Mason McPeak, Kason Larson, Wyatt Kaliakowski, Braden Bossert, also Cage Cambites, Micaiah Heinz, also Eric Hewlin, and Matt Bryant are the other Aggies who, again, are receiving votes this week in the Division B poll. Starters for the home team on the scoreboard: the Our Redeemers Knights under head coach Brock Tietz, assisted by Tanner Swenson and Zach Hendrickson. They are 9-2 overall in the season, 3-1 in District 6 play, ranked number 5 this week in the polls. And the starting lineup for the Knights tonight will include Peyton Lindbo, 6-foot junior forward; Jace Weekly, 6'4" senior forward; Wyatt Weekly, his younger brother, the 6'2" sophomore, gets a start at a guard; Nolan Schmidt, 6'2" sophomore at forward. And then back into the starting lineup after being out for several weeks with a fractured foot. He's played a little bit in the last handful of games, including last Monday against Bishop Bryan, but head coach Brock Tietz inserting Andrew Eby back into the starting lineup, the 6'4" senior center. The other Knights on the roster: Colin Swenson, Owen Vibetto, Sam Knutsvig, Jake Altringer, Zach Wills, Sam Zadaraka, Farron Overby, Jaden Marshall, Gus Engelhardt, Bryce Vibetto, and Luke Wagner. Team stats: the Knights average about 66.5 points a night offensively. Defensively, giving up only 44 points a night. They pride themselves on defense and holding teams way down in their average scoring. We'll see what happens tonight with the Aggies, who are averaging 75.5 points per game and defensively giving up about 61.5 points. Leading scorers for each of the teams: for the home team, for the Our Redeemers Christian School Knights, it's Nolan Schmidt, Jace Weekly, and Wyatt Weekly, the 3 leading scorers, as Jace, the senior, leads the pack at 13.5 points, 6 rebounds. It's Nolan Schmidt coming in at 12.5 points, 5 rebounds. And then Wyatt Weekly, the sophomore guard, at 11.5 points and 3.5 assists. Meanwhile, for the Velva Aggies, it's Reggie Bruner that's been leading the way at 18 points a night, also snagging 6 rebounds per game, while Ben Shep is averaging a double-double at 13 points, 10 rebounds a night for the Velva Aggies. And then I also mentioned Mason McPeak would be the 3rd leading scorer for them, but again, he has been hobbled by injury of late and will not be in the starting lineup tonight. Should be a good one here this evening at the Castle at Our Redeemers Christian School. Take a pregame timeout, and we're back to have the national anthem coming up.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Welcome back here to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Time for our national anthem as we honor America.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Welcome back to the Castle here at our Redeemer's Christian School. Starting lineups being introduced to a nice crowd on hand here on the Friday night as this big District 6 matchup coming your way here on the PSP Network. As we wrap up our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, big thank you to them for their sponsorship. Stop into locations in Minot and Bismarck. Get your oil changed in about 15 minutes as you stay in your car and drive through. The technicians will change your oil and check all the fluids and your tire pressure and all that in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change online, VIOC.com. Division A and B basketball here on the PSP Network, also brought to you by Dakota Square Arco and Minot. 1520 24th Avenue Southwest, just west of Dakota Square Mall. And we're about ready to get things underway here, as it'll be the Aggies in their blue uniforms trimmed in gold, the white uniforms trimmed in blue and black for the Our Redeemer's Christian School Knights. And to jump center, it'll be Andrew Eby up against Ben Shep. And there's our opening tip. Going to be taken by Nolan Schmidt of the Our Redeemer's Knights. He'll give off to Wyatt Weekly. To Chase, to Limbo. Man-to-man defense for the Aggies to start things off here. Nicholson on Wyatt Weekly. 16 on the shot clock. Jace Weekly gets by the defender, goes all the way to the bucket, and he'll score the first points of the night. Jace Weekly makes it a 2-0 game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank online at bnc.bank for all your financial needs. Shep trying to penetrate, gets underneath, and will kiss it off the glass. Good move by Shep, tying us up at 2 apiece on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Wyatt Weekly up across the timeline. Moves it to Andrew Eby. And Eby played the first 5 games of the year and then was out with that fractured foot. Just recently has returned to the lineup. Back in the starting lineup tonight. Ball into him, tipped away and stolen. Here comes the Aggies on the run. Bruner trying to penetrate. Splits defenders, throws up a shot, but it was partially blocked by Jace Weekly. Quickly ahead to Eby. Tried to pass it across to Schmidt. Difficult pass. And a whistle as the ball was out of bounds, and referee Larry Brown says there was a shove there as well. Ben Shep will pick up the first foul of the ball game. Eby will inbound for the Knights, baseline left side. To Wyatt Weekly. Now to Schmidt. Back into Eby, working against Bruner. Bruner got a part of it. And his teammate Ben Shep comes away with the rebound. Shep will leave it off to Bruner. Flips it to Stefan. Reese handing off. Shep is cut off. Nicholson will try a 3 straight away. That one's short. Rebound, tipped back out and taken there by Kittleson. In the corner of the Orchid to Stefan. Back around now to Bruner. Shot clock reset because it hit the rim. Driving underneath. Kicking back to the corner. Kittleson's 3. No, in and out. Rebound battled for on the near side. Players diving. Eby dives on top of it, and then his head coach will take a timeout to preserve the ball and to keep it. Swenson RV and Marine, another sponsor of our Division A and B basketball coverage here on the PSP network that we say a big thank you to. They're your official Tracker Marine dealer with a full line of Tracker and Nitro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker and Regency pontoons. You'll also find a full line of Tracker off-road, Yeti ice houses, and lots of campers at their locations both in Minot and Bismarck. Shop online, swensonrv.com. I can give a personal testimony. We bought a couple of our campers, including our most recent there. Always great service, always been treated well, got a great deal. And so stop into Swenson RV or online, swensonrv.com. Thank you for their coverage of Division A and B basketball here on the PSP network. Make note of all our sponsors that you see and hear. Give them first opportunity for your business. That's the best way to thank them. Weekly gets it inside to Eby. Working against Bruner. Elevates and puts it up and in. Back to a 2-point advantage. Knights on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Near side, they work it to Reese Stefan. Now to the top to Nichols. Nicholson will work it to Shep. He'll be cut off on the drive and kicks back to Kittleson. Around they'll work it to Bruner. He'll drive into the lane. His floater up and good, and we are tied again as Reggie Bruner ties us up at 4 apiece. Just about 3 minutes gone here in period number 1. Chase Weekly passing to Eby. The kick to Linbo, near corner. 3 ball up and good for Peyton Linbo. Linbo leading the Knights. His 25th made 3 of the year. And a 3-point advantage at 7-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard for the Knights. Right side, Stefan tries to go baseline, cut off by Linbo. Inside, Nicholson blocked by Jace Weekly, and he comes away with the loose ball. To his younger brother, Wyatt. He feeds it back to Jace between the circles. Now to Wyatt. Schmidt lobs down low to Eby. Eby working against Shep this time. Leaves it to Jace Weekly, left side. Jace spinning into the lane. The double team comes, puts it up, and draws the foul. And free throws from the Serve Pro free throw line will be coming for Jace Weekly as the foul is committed on Reese Stefan, his first, and the second on the Aggies here in the first quarter. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology. When you need fire and water cleanup and restoration, contact Serve Pro. Subs in, Eby will come out. Colin Swenson, number 35, in for the Knights, a 5'10 junior. As Jace cannot connect on the free throws, and the Aggies with the rebound. Number 3, Mason Kraft, in for the Aggies now as well. Shep pulls up. Jace Weekly with the block. Hank Bodine, number 14 for the Aggies, also in. Ahead to Schmidt, far side. His three just short. And Kraft collects the rebound for Velva. Mason dribbles up the near side of the court to Hank Bodine. Hank dribbles back to the point and feeds it to Kittleson as he'll cut through the lane. Kittleson back to Bodine. Now he'll cut through, gets the return pass. Mishandled a little bit. He was wide open, but gave time for Swenson to recover. The kick out. Kittleson, three. No, short. Schmidt with the rebound. Nolan racing up court, right down the right side of the lane. Splits defenders and puts it off the glass. And a nice play for Nolan Schmidt as he went coast to coast with it. As we head to break on the Ryan Family Dealerships instant replay. As you see Schmidt with the drive down the lane, splitting defenders and putting it off the glass.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Aggies with the ball following the timeout as they trail now by 5. And it'll be Kittleson that's taking up court. Away from the ball, we're going to have a offensive foul. An illegal screen. That'll be set by Ben Shep, number 23. That'll be a second personal foul, third of the quarter. So Ben, with those two personals here right away, will have to come out and sit on the bench for a while. And Wes Nicholson is back in to take his spot. That's a big hit for the Aggies here. And Shep, a double-double on the season. And McPeak already out. The lob up top to Swenson, to Wyatt Weekly. Wyatt driving left side. Flips a pass across to Jaden Marshall, who checked in at the timeout, number 23 for the Knights. Ball tipped away, out of bounds, last touch by our Redeemers Christian School. Big thank you goes out to Shields, Monat, and Bismarck for their sponsorship here on the PSP Network. Shields.com, or stop in and purchase any sporting good possible along with footwear and fashion at Shields. Nicholson trying to penetrate, kicks back to Bruner at the top. Now right side to go to Bodine, down low to Kittleson, and Wyatt Weekly is going to commit the foul here. First on him, and that's the first foul on the Knights on the night. Kittleson will check out of the lineup, as will Hank Bodine for the Aggies. Back in is Reese Steffen, number 12, and also Braden Bossert, number 11 in now, the 5'9 senior. Kraft will inbound. Mason's lob to Steffen at the top of the key. To Bruner. Bruner will get a screen from Nicholson. Drives around it down the left side. Two defenders and blocked by Schmidt. Marshall on the run to Swenson. Can't connect on the layup, though. Too hard. Reese Steffen collects the rebound for Velva. 2.5 to go, first quarter here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's a 5-point advantage Knights at 9-4. Steffen to Kraft, working against Swenson. Cut off baseline, the short jumper. No. Bruner got the rebound and stripped as he goes up. Reggie looking for a foul, but he didn't get it. Knight substitution has Jace Weekly out, and in comes number 32. That's Bryce Vibetto. And also in, Swenson will come out, and Jace Weekly came out for a rest as Nicholson drives in and scores high off the glass. Pulling the Aggies within 3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lindbo's back in there. He'll get it. Flips it over to Schmidt, top of the key left. Now to Vibetto. In the lane. Back to Schmidt. Hard drive. Down the right side. Lets the defender fly by and he'll put it up and in. Slamming on the brakes was Nolan Schmidt, and Bruner went right by him. Back to a 5-point advantage for our Redeemers. 11-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard as we approach 90 seconds remaining in period 1. Kraft stepping to his left. The 3 ball is going to be short. Marshall pushing it ahead to Schmidt. Back to Marshall. Jaden down the lane. Scoop layup up and good. Nice give and go. The freshman scoring on the feed from the sophomore. And the largest lead of the night at 7. Bruner near side. Up top to Nicholson. Now Bossert will come and get it here on the near side. Couple dribbles for Braden and the bounce pass back to Stefan. Bruner steps out. 3-ball. No. Rebound. Tapped around. Loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Wyatt Weekly of our Redeemers. Under a minute to go. Inside. Bryce Vibeto elevates. Partially blocked there by Mason Kraft. And his teammate Bossert will come down with the loose ball. Marshall on him as he'll penetrate across the timeline, and a whistle and a foul going to be called. And this one on Jaden Marshall of our Redeemers. His first, second team foul of the quarter. More subs. Kittleton back in for Bossert. And Schmidt will come out of the Knights lineup. Number 4, Jake Altringer in, a 5'11 freshman. Number 30, Gus Engelhardt, also in for the Knights, a 5'9 junior. Kittleson with it. Difference of about 2.5 seconds between game and shot clock here into the first period. To the corner to Kittleson. Back to Kraft. Kittleson launches the 3. It's short. Battle for the rebound. Bruner has it. Outdueling 2 Knights. Back to the top to Stefan. Kittleson penetrating along the baseline. Kicks to Nicholson. Long 2 from the near corner. Good for Wes. And the lead at 5 as the Knights will have the final shot of the period. A 3 from Limbo. No. Rebound taken by Mason Kraft. The pass ahead. And will they get a shot off? No, they won't. The score at the end of the first quarter here in this District 6 contest sees the home team lead by 5 here on the PSP Network.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Five-point lead for the Knights after period number 1 here on the PSP Network. Jonas Nelson with you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Aggies will get it starting period number 2. Wes Nicholson will send it to Kittleson. Shep sends it to Bruner near side. He'll dribble to the corner. The pass down low to Nicholson. Tipped and stolen away by Jace Weekly. To Wyatt. The sophomore pauses, drives to the baseline, spins, cut off by Stefan, spins again, and that one rolls off as Ben Shep with a good box out of Andrew Eby to get the rebound. Ahead to Nicholson. Back to Kittleson, brings it near side to Stefan. Side to side they go. Shep in the lane, the kick out near corner, Kittleson's 3, no, a little hard. Aggies have not found range from 3-point yet. Some good looks, but they have not dropped. Back come the Knights, leading by 5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. To Schmidt. Nolan gets it to Andrew Eby in the corner. Now up top, Wyatt Weekly. Long 3 straight away. A little hard. Battle for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of the Our Redeemers Knights. Planet Pizza, another sponsor here on the PSP Network. Big thank you to them for their sponsorship. Stop in. They have mouth-watering pizza. Yum. Is it the Galactic? Is that humongous one? Oh, my goodness. That is so good. Get one of those. Or order online, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza. I could go for some of that right now. A little busy, though. Shep. Eby on him, passes to Kittleson, now cuts into the lane. Up top to Bruner. He'll shoot over Schmidt. A three. It's off the mark again. And the Knights get the rebound. Wyatt Weekly will set the offense for our Redeemers Christian School. Man-to-man defense for both clubs here. Double screen either way. He'll go right. Kicks to Schmidt. Down to Eby. Back out to Wyatt from the wing. The three ball in and out. Jace comes flying in and tips it up and in. Oh, my goodness. What a high-flying play for Jace Weekly. We'll catch that one again on the Ryan Family Dealerships instant replay. Aggies around to Nicholson. Trying to cut into a 7-point lead. Inside, Nicholson in and out. And Jace Weekly collects the rebound for the Knights. Ahead Schmidt. Working against Bruner all the way to the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Let's take a moment to look at that Ryan Family Dealerships instant replay. It's Wyatt Weekly. Top of the key there, got the double screen. He went to the corner, down low, and then the shot from Wyatt goes up. And look at Jace come flying in there. Tips it up and in. Ryan Family Dealerships, 5 locations to serve you in Minot and Williston, or online, shopdriveryan.com. Aggies trying to cut into the lead, which now stands at 7. 5 minutes to play in the half. Stefan with 4 on the shot clock, drives in the lane, and he'll get it to go. Reese Stefan's first bucket of the ball game cuts it down to 5. Schmidt in the lane. Lost it. Eby picks it up, though, and puts it up and in. Andrews said, look what I found. And the lead back to 7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's 17-10. Shep pull up straight away. Long 2 up and good for Ben. He's got 4. The Aggies hanging around in that 5 to 7 point deficit. Need to stop here if they want to cut into the lead a little further. Wyatt Weekly penetrates. Finds Eby on the baseline. Gets it to Jace. Spinning away from Stefan and puts it off the glass. And there's your stop. Shep with the rebound. Ahead to Bruner. But then the pass to the corner stolen by Nolan Schmidt. Schmidt on the run. Down the left side. Headed poked away and stolen by Reese Stefan. Back the other way we go. Up top, Kittleson will drive in the lane. Kicks baseline. Shep's mid-range short. And the weak side rebound to Wyatt Weekly. 3.5 to go, first half. And on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, the lead of 5 for the Knights. Chase Weekly working against Shep, drives around him and flips it up and in with the left hand. 6 of his team's 19 for Jace Weekly. And the lead back to 7. Reese Stefan will get far side. Around near side, Nicholson tries a 3, and that one short off the heel of the iron. Andrew Eby right there to collect the rebound. Ahead to Lindbo. Payton to the wing, backs up, penetrates to the baseline. Fadeaway shot, up and good. That was a tough shot for Peyton Lindbo. And a timeout on the floor going to be taken. We'll take a break here on the PSP Network. The largest lead of the ball game right now, and the Knights lead by 9.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Division A and B basketball coverage here on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Circle Sanitation, serving all of Western North Dakota. And also by Birdsall Grain and Seed of Berthold. Aggies with the ball as we return to action. Trailing now by 9. Largest lead so far is what it is right now. Inside, Bruner on the elbow, tries to go up for a shot, surrounded by white jerseys. One of them committed the foul. And that one will go against Colin Swenson. His first of the quarter on our Redeemers. So Aggies inbound to the baseline, and it is Ben Shep to trigger it in to Bruner. Back to Shep. In the lane, working against Schmidt. Tries to muscle it up, and Schmidt is going to get the foul. Shep will go to the Serb Pro free throw line. That will be on Nolan Schmidt in his first. So to the free throw line will go Ben Shep. 4 points and a couple of field goals. One in the first, one in the second period. First trip to the charity stripe for the senior. And that one falls off the rim. Thanks goes to Northern Plains Heating and Air for their sponsorship. Over 25 years of experience. They are your authorized AeroSeal dealer. Online, find them at northern-plains.com. Northern-plains.com. Both free throws missed. Knights with it. Swenson, 3-ball near corner. Yes, sir. Colin Swenson doubles up the Aggies now at 24-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Pass high post to Bruner. Whistle and a foul. As that one will go against Jaden Marshall. Second on him in the third of the quarter on our Redeemers. Chase Weekly off the bench and back in. So it'll be Ben Shep to inbound to the baseline. Lobs it into Bruner, cutting to the corner. Up top to Kraft. Now far side to Kittleson. Back around they go to Bruner near side. He'll try and penetrate. Kicks to Shep. Cut off. Drives baseline, puts up the shot, missed it, get it back, and puts it up and one. Persistence pays off for Ben Shep as the foul will go against Jace Weekly. That'll be his first in the fourth. The Ryan Family Dealerships instant replay there. As you'll see Shep with the penetration. Missed the shot on the left side. Might have gotten fouled. Put it up on the right side and got that one to go. Missed the free throw, though. Couldn't complete the three-point play. So the lead is at 10. Little pressure. Knights work through it. Schmidt kicks to Swenson. Far corner. Yes. And Colin Swenson with back-to-back threes. One from the right corner, that one from the left. And the lead is 13 now. Baseline, Kraft will penetrate to Bodine. To Kittleson. Back to Bodine. A high post to Shep. Poked away. Stolen by Jaden Marshall. Trying to beat Shep down the floor. Let Shep fly by. Missed the layup. Bodine with it. Lobs it ahead to Bruner. Bruner on the run. Beats Schmidt down the floor. And Reggie will score the layup. 11 the advantage for the Knights as we come to a minute to play here in the first half. Pull up by Wyatt Weekly. Free throw line in and out. And the rebound to Reggie Bruner. Ahead, they'll work it to Kittleson. He'll give to Shep, penetrating baseline, cut off by Wyatt Weekly, spins back to his right and cut off. Finds Bruner in the corner, his 3-ball, air ball. Swenson will save it inbounds to Wyatt Weekly. He'll lob it ahead across the line to Jaden Marshall. Marshall back to Weekly. Wyatt sizes up a 3, swish straight away. 3 consecutive threes. Swenson from the right corner, Swenson from the left corner, and now Weekly straight away. And the lead is 14 as the final seconds ticking away here in the first half. Cross court to Bodine. Hank will line up a 3. It bounces around and drops in for Hank. First made 3 of the night for the Aggies. Quickly ahead to Schmidt in the lane. And a little jump cut and traveling called with 2 seconds to play here in the first half. Nicholson and Steffen will come in. Bodine and Kraft out for the final play of the half. And Shep to Bruner. Bruner lobs from 3/4 court. Oh, off the iron. That was close. Halftime. The lead for the home team, 11 points here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Hey, welcome back to our Magic Towing halftime report here on the PSP network as we're at the intermission and lead of 11 points for the home team, the Our Redeemers Knights. Glad to have you along here on a Friday night. I'm Jonas Nelson with you, and Magic Towing brings us our halftime report. Big thank you goes out to them, and remember, whenever you need a tow all across Western North Dakota, contact Magic Towing. No job too big or too small. Here's the number. Store it in your phone right now. 701-509-4011, 701-509-4011. And when you do need a tow from Magic Towing, mention you heard about them on the PSP network, and you can save $50. There you go. Magic Towing, 701-509-4011. Now look at the numbers here at the halftime break for Our Redeemers Christian School. They have 7 players in the scorebook. And leading them is Jace Weekly with 6 points and Colin Swenson with 6 points. Peyton Lindbow scored 4 points for Andrew Eby. Wyatt Weekly contributing 3 points. Nolan Schmidt had 4, and Jaden Marshall with 2. For the Velva Aggies, they have 5 players that have put the ball through the hoop. Ben Shep leads the way, scoring 6 points here in the first half. Wes Nicholson with 4. Also 4 for Reggie Bruner. Hank Bodine with 3. And Reese Steffen with 2. Our Redeemers scored the first bucket of the ball game. We were tied at 2. We were also tied at 4, so 2 ties here early on. But since then, Our Redeemers has led, and they've led by as many as 14 points. They led late in the second period here, 30-16. Foul situation saw Our Redeemers whistle for 6 fouls, and 2 of those went on Jaden Marshall, 1 each on Jace Weekly, Wyatt Weekly, Nolan Schmidt, and Colin Swenson. Just 3 fouls whistled against the Velva Aggies here in the first half. However, 2 of those did go on Ben Shep, and 1 went on Reese Steffen. Free throw wise, Ben Shep was the only one to shoot for the Aggies and went 0 of 3 from the charity stripe. For Our Redeemers, Jace Weekly was the only one to shoot, and he went 0 of 2. So nobody on either team who has been to the free throw line has made one from the Serve-Pro free throw line yet. So again, 30-19 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard is our halftime score. Take another break, and we're back to bring you third quarter action coming up next here on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All right, welcome back to the Castle here at Our Redeemer's Christian School as the Knights have the ball to start the period, and Wyatt Weekly goes right down the left side and scores the layup, pushing that lead up to 13. Thanks again to Magic Towing, our halftime sponsor. 701-509-4011 is the number, serving all of Western North Dakota. Magic Towing. Aggies working around the perimeter as the Knights have changed up the defense now to a 2-3 zone. And Ray Steffen stepped on the baseline as he tried to penetrate and kick out, so a turnover for Velva. Our Redeemers will do that. They will switch up their defense. Sometimes on every possession down the court, could be man-to-man, it could be zone, could be some full court pressure, three-quarters pressure. You just never know what you're going to get. Our Redeemers, of course, priding themselves on their defense and connecting on the offense. Savannah's Peyton Lindbo. Make the mid-range jump shot. The lead is 15 for the Knights. Up top to Kraft, to Steffen against the zone. Around the perimeter to Bruner. Down low, try to get it to Shep. Tipped out. Bruner gets it back to Kittleson. Tries the three from the left wing. It's in and out, and Andrew Eby collects the rebound for our Redeemers. Aggies, again, I mentioned in our pregame, averaging 75.5 points per game. Knights pride themselves on defense, and boy, they've done it so far. 19 early on in the third quarter here for Velva. Schmidt had it tipped away, a steal for the Aggies. Long pass ahead to Shep, but he was too far under the backboard to make the shot. Quickly back come the Knights, working it underneath to Andrew Eby, and he will get it to go. And he has 6 points now. As the lead expands to 17. In the lane, Kittleson spinning to his left, and that was a tough shot for Cooper Kittleson. His first bucket of the night. Pushes the lead to, or brings the lead, I guess I could say, to 15 points. Knights working around the perimeter. Eby. Defenders drop off of him at the top of the key because they know he's not going to shoot the three. He's just going to pass. A lot of times the defender on him will sag into the defense and clog things up. Jace Weekly trying to get it to go. Missed it the first time, but he got it back the second time and put it in. Eby up to 8 points. All tipped away out of bounds, and a substitute as Eby will check out. Gus Engelhart in for Our Redeemers Christian School. And a big thank you to Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. MonUpBraces.com is where you'll find them online. And Shep to inbound. Reese Steffen will come and get it at half court. Lindbo's on him defensively, so get it to Kittleson in the corner. Up top to Bruner, working against Schmidt, spinning in the lane, in and out on the shot, and Jace Weekly collects it to his younger brother Wyatt. The sophomore brings it up court. Kittleson closely watching him as he'll dribble to the corner. Now flipped back to the top to Lindbo. Steffen tried to steal it away to Engelhart, and cross court to Schmidt. Now to Jace Weekly in the corner. Long two up and good, and Jace is dialed in tonight. He's in double figures with 10. And the lead up to 19. And head coach Isaac Sondral of the Aggies has seen enough. He wants to talk it over. We'll take a break here on the PSP Network.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Down low, they work it to Andrew Eby on the inbounds pass. And the shot up and in. That ends an 8-0 run for the Aggies. Ben Shep for three makes it a 11-2 tally in the last couple minutes. And the lead back down to 9. Schmidt, hard drive, partially blocked. Blocked the second time, but a whistle and a foul going to be called. And Nolan Schmidt will head to the free throw line. Foul whistled against Ben Shep will be his third of the quarter. And Schmidt cannot connect on the free throw. Jake Altringer checks out of the Knights lineup. In will come Wyatt Weekly once again. And Ben Shep out of the Aggies lineup. Kittleson returns. Schmidt cannot connect on either one of his free throws, and the Aggies with it. It was a 19-point lead just a couple minutes ago for the Knights. It's down to 9, about a minute to go here in period number 3. Kick to the corner, Kittleson to Bodine. Free ball, good for Hank. And the lead is down to 7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard as we are into the final seconds of period number 3. Wyatt Weekly dribbling near side, now back between the circles. He'll set. Going against Hank Bodine. Down the right side, spinning in the lane and put it up and in. Lead back to 9. Bossert, his 3, no. Eby with the rebound and a whistle and a foul with 24.5 seconds to go. Hank Bodine guilty of his second personal foul. 4th team foul. Eby out. And Chase Weekly back in for the Knights. Marshall inbounds it. Shot clock off. Knights can hold for the last shot if they want. To Jace Weekly. Schmidt. Pass down low. Tip back to him by Kraft. Nolan trying to penetrate. Gets it to Marshall. Marshall gets it up and in. And traveling called on Kittleson as he heads up court. 3.5 seconds remaining. Nolan Schmidt will inbound. We'll get it to Schmidt again. 2-1. Are they going to call the foul? Yeah, they're going to call a foul, actually. Schmidt got knocked to the floor before the horn sounded. The official's going to confer here together. And it will go against the Aggies. Reese Steffen, number 12. Second on him, 5th team foul. Nolan Schmidt will go to the free throw line. They'll put some time on the clock. 0.6 of a second is what they'll put on the clock. And Nolan Schmidt, the 6'2 sophomore, to the free throw line. Normally a very good free throw shooter. 0 of 2 from there a moment ago. And this one rattles in and out as well. Knights led by as many as 19. Here in the corner. That one is good. 1 of 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line. And the quarter ends. 3 quarters in the books. And it's still the home team leading by a dozen here on the network.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
We head to the fourth with a 12-point lead for the Our Redeemers Christian School Knights. And it'll be Velva that has the ball to start the period. And traveling violation called. A turnover on the Aggies. So back comes Wyatt Weekly with the ball. Crossing the timeline, Wes Nicholson on him defensively. Drives to the baseline, tried to scoop it to Eby coming down the lane, but is tipped and stolen away. Cooper Kittleson with it. Passes out of a double team ahead to Nicholson. Back center of the floor, they'll work it to Kittleson. Near side, Nicholson's three, short, and Lindbo has the rebound. 17-16, the Knights outscored the Aggies in that third period. Their lead was as much as 19. It got cut down to 9 points. Shep connects. Bruner tried to get it up and in, but the Knights are right there to collect the rebound. Minute gone here in the fourth. Schmidt holds it on his hip as his teammates set up the offense. Right side pass to Wyatt Weekly. To Eby up top. Now to Lindbo. Gives him a screen. Cut off. Down they work it to Eby and fouled from behind. He's trying to reach in and poke it away was Reese Steffen, and that'll be 3 on him, and the first of the quarter on Velva. So Wyatt Weekly will inbound to the baseline, right side of the lane. Lobs it into his brother Jace, top of the key left side. His three short, and securing the rebound is Ben Shep. Up ahead to Nicholson. West into the lane, and a whistle and a bump by Wyatt Weekly, I believe. Yes. Second on Wyatt, first of the quarter on our Redeemers. So Shep will inbound on the baseline. Lobs it in to Bruner, right back to Shep. Drives by Eby. Double teamed and kicks out to Steffen. On the wing, Kittleson knocks down a three. Cooper Kittleson pulls him within 9. 47-38 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Wyatt Weekly hounded there, and a timeout going to be taken as the Aggies making a bit of a run here. We're back in a minute on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
.6:11 remaining in the fourth quarter here. Lead has been cut down to 9. And our Redeemers following the timeout will inbound the ball. Weekly inside to Schmidt, who dribbles out to the wing. Passes up top to Wyatt. Back to Nolan. Eby in the corner now. Shep's on him. Skip across. Limbo open. 3-ball. Yes. Peyton Limbo, the leading three-point shooter for the Knights, snags another one, his second of the night. Shep spinning in the lane, can't connect with the left hand. Lead of a dozen here for our Redeemers. Schmidt penetrates left side, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. And good job by Bruner to smack it back off of Jace Weekly to get possession. Dakota Square Arco in Minot, one of the best convenience stores in the town. And many have made it their favorite convenience store because of many reasons, including their great customer service. Just west of Dakota Square Mall is Dakota Square Arco. Kittleson tries to go baseline and reverse layup on the left side and is blocked out of bounds. Hank Bodine in for the Aggies. Reese Steffen will get a break. Inbounding, Mason Kraft to Bruner. Lines up a three. In and out. Shep collects the rebound. Another chance for the Aggies. Kittleson's three. No, that one's in and out. Our Redeemers clears. Wyatt Weekly working top of the key with the dribble. To Limbo. Now to Jace Weekly. Kraft on him as he penetrates, spinning in the lane. Shep came on the help defense and tapped it away. Kittleson with the loose ball on the run. Kicks to Bodine, up top. Bruner down the left side, and his scoop layup good. Nice play by Reggie Bruner. A 10-point advantage for the Knights. 4.5 to play here in period number 4. Glad to have you along here on a Friday night in the PSP Network. To Wyatt Weekly on the block, working against Shep, can't get anywhere. Up top to Limbo. Peyton dribbling there, now leaves it to Schmidt. Nolan to Weekly, going against Kraft. Reverse layup, got it. Tough move by Jace Weekly. He's got a dozen, and the lead is back to a dozen at 52-40 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Shep going against Eby. Eby falls down. He gets it back in on the second chance. Ben will put it in. 15 for Shep. And looks like a stoppage of play. They're going to allow Colin Swenson to check in. And Marshall coming in for the Knights as well as Chase Weekly reties his shoe. Eby out for a rest. And a big thank you goes to Minot State University for their sponsorship tonight. Best way to predict your future is to create it at Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. Halfway through the final period, here is a 10-point lead for the Knights. They have the ball. Marshall working to Schmidt. Now to Jace Weekly. The pass back to the top to Wyatt. Stolen away by Ben Shep. He'll race down the court and beat everyone down for the layup. Ben Shep pulls him within 8. 52-44 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Aggies not going away yet. To the right side to Colin Swenson. To Marshall up top. Now to Schmidt. Jace Weekly step out three. Yes, indeed. Wow. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Knights. Their lead back to 11 here on the PSP Network.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estfold.
Welcome back to the Castle here at Our Redeemers Christian School. The lead is 11 for Our Redeemers. They try and fend off the Aggies in District 6 play. Aggies following the timeout. Got 3 minutes to work. Bruner will take it to the point. Far side to Kraft. Back to Reggie. Driving to the lane. Scoop layup won't go that time. Is a little out of control and falling down. Knights rebound. Schmidt will get it to Jace Weekly up top. Around now to Marshall. Wyatt Weekly in rhythm 3. No, won't go, and Ben Shep snags the rebound. Shep across half court, taking it himself. Hard drive down the right side. Kick to Bodine. Up top, Bruner. Back to Shep. Cut off by Schmidt. Now goes back right and draws the foul as he goes to the bucket. And Ben Shep to the Serb Pro free throw line as the foul is whistled against Nolan Schmidt. 2 on him. Second team foul of the quarter. And Ben Shep to the Serb Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service from Serb Pro. Trained technicians, advanced technology. When you need fire and water restoration and cleanup, contact Serb Pro. Steffan in. Mason Kraft to the bench for head coach Isaac Sondral. Shep's second free throw, good, just like his first. 19 on the night now for Ben Shep. Team trails by 9. And the timeout taken here, so we will take a break as well. Our Redeemers still with the lead here on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Lead is 9 for our Redeemers. They will have the ball. Swenson against the full court press, gets it into Wyatt Weekly, back to Swenson. Now head to Marshall, dribbles across half court, double team there, in trouble. And tried to get it out of a double team pass, but his head coach Brock Tietz wisely takes a timeout as Marshall was in jail. Back with more here on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
2:05 remaining on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here in the fourth quarter. Our Redeemers will have possession of the ball following the timeout. Coverage on the PSP Network of Division A and B basketball brought to you by Swenson RV and Marine, your official Tracker Marine dealer. A full line of Tracker and Nitro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker and Regency pontoons. They also have Tracker Off-Road and Yeti ice houses and lots of campers at their location in Modern and Bismarck. SwensonRV.com. Peyton Limbo connects on another 3, pushing the lead back to a dozen. In the corner, Hank Bodine hits his third three of the night and answers right back. Full court pressure. Our Redeemers tried to work through it. Limbo's pass stolen away by Kittleson. Ahead to Bruner on the layup. And it leaves down to 7. And at 26 to go. Knights a little bit rattled here by this press. Now they get it ahead. Jace Weekly. 3-ball. Good for Jace. Wow, Jace has been really good tonight. 18 for him. And here's Kittleson on the baseline trying to whip a pass to the far corner, but a foul going to be called on the Knights, and that'll go in Wyatt Weekly. Third on him. Third of the quarter with 70 seconds to play. A 10-point advantage for the Knights. Shep inbounding. Lobs it high to Bruner. A jump ball that's tipped out of bounds by Nolan Schmidt of our Redeemers. And another timeout will be taken. As we'll take a quick break here on the PSP Network as well. Back with the finish after a break.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Ten-point lead for the Knights on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank, your life is busy, and they'll make managing your money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. You can visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. 61-51. The Redeemers with the lead, and just 1:09 left in this one. Knights ranked number 5 in the poll this week. Velva as receiving votes just outside the top 10, but still receiving votes in the poll. Aggies will inbound right at the end of their bench. It'll be Cooper Kittleson to trigger it in, the junior. Gets the ball and gets it into Bruner, top of the key. Back to Kittleson, long three, off the heel. Bodine wrestling for the rebound on the left baseline. And a Knights foul going to be called here. Looks like it. Or will it be? Referee Lance McKeith. Yeah, it's going to go against Jaden Marshall. Yeah. Of the Knights, his third. Fourth team foul. So Shep inbounding baseline. Nice cut underneath. And Reese Steffen gets wide open for the layup. Lead is down to 8. The full court press. Inbounds to Wyatt Weekly. Wyatt dribbles through a double team up the near side and fouled as he comes across half court. Reese Steffen guilty of that one. That'll be his fourth. Second team foul only, so 3 more fouls would be needed to be committed before the penalty goes into effect. Jaden Marshall inbounding in front of his bench. In backcourt to Wyatt Weekly. Back to Marshall. Ahead to Linbo in the corner. To Marshall. Back to Wyatt Weekly. To Linbo. Knights working time off the clock. Marshall finally fouled with 40.3 seconds remaining on the clock. Cooper Kittleson with his third team foul. So the Aggies want to send him to the line. 2 more need to be committed here quickly. Marshall inbounding to Schmidt. Fouled immediately by Reggie Bruner, his second. That'll be the 4th. So the next one, the penalty will go into effect and 2 free throws. So Marshall inbounds again in front of his bench. Up by 8. To Nolan Schmidt. The foul committed with 37.9. Cooper Kittleson guilty, his second and the 5th team foul. And that will send to the free throw line Nolan Schmidt. Schmidt, as I mentioned earlier, normally a very good free throw shooter. Tonight, just 1 of 4 from the line. Good on the first. Mason Kraft in as Stefan will come out for the Aggies. A lead of 9 right now. Schmidt's second, could push it back to double digits, and it does. 10-point lead, pass quickly ahead, and nobody in the corner. Airmailed out of bounds, and a Velva turnover. Exactly what the Aggies did not want to do. Down by 10. Wyatt Weekly caught in the corner and fouled by Cooper Kittleson. Stopping the clock at 30.5 seconds remaining. Well, they'll walk to the opposite end. Wyatt Weekly will head to the free throw line for our Redeemers. 7 points on the night for Wyatt, a sophomore, averaging about 11.5 points per night. It's a little below his average. And good on his first. The lead at 11. Hank Bodine out. Stefan back in for the Aggies. And one more for Wyatt Weekly at the line, which rolls around and drops off into the hands of Reggie Bruner. To Kraft. Back to Bruner. Long three, top of the key, just off the mark. Kittleson from the elbow. Return shot won't go. Wyatt Weekly with the rebound. Long pass ahead to Nolan Schmidt. And instead of Schmidt going in for the layup, he'll curl back around. And the Knights will dribble this one out. Our final score on this District 6 game tonight, we'll see the Knights with a win over the Aggies by a 64-53 final. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show is coming up next here on the PSP Network.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show here at the Castle at Our Redeemer's Christian School. And our first order of business is our Sport Clips MVP of the game. A reminder that you can stop in and get the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. They make you feel like an MVP, and that MVP joins me now. It's Jace Weekly. And Jace, congratulations, first of all, on the win.
Thank you.
Tonight, you were feeling it offensively, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. It was just going in. It's one of those nights that, you just feel it. And some of the shots from my other teammates weren't going in, but luckily for me, they were going in, so it's always nice.
It seemed like just about anywhere you were on the court, whether you're in the paint, mid-range, behind the three-point line, you let it fly with confidence, and you knew it was going in. 18 on the night to lead your team, including some key buckets down the stretch here.
Yeah.
Velva, such a scrappy team. What's it like to play against them and their defense, and especially that full-court press they had at the end there? Kind of rattled you guys a little bit.
Yeah, it did. They hustle, and you got to respect that. It's part of their culture, just hustle. And it's hard at the end of the game when everybody's gassed, but you got to gut through it, and that's important. And we got to match their hustle, and it was pretty scrappy at the end, but we got it done.
I know you guys really pride yourself on defense and shutting teams down and limiting their offensive output. The Aggies came in averaging 75.5 points per game, and you held them to 53 tonight. Yeah. So I'd say mission accomplished again?
I would think so. We were hoping to hold them to a little less, but,
okay.
It's below their average, so that's good too.
How much does your defense feed your offense?
A lot. When we're having good defense and we're shutting teams down, they sort of lose their mojo and their confidence, and that helps on the offensive end when they just don't feel it anymore. They're not going anywhere. They're not feeling on the offensive end, so why would they feel it on the defensive end, So It's important.
Well, congratulations on a great win, and congratulations on being our Sport Clip MVP.
Thank you.
All right, Jace Weekly of Our Redeemer's Christian School. We're back to finish up and give you the numbers next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Welcome back to the castle here at Our Redeemer's Christian School. Our planning team financial advisors post-game wrap-up coming your way here on the PSP network as we have a final score tonight. As the final score in this one sees the home team, the Our Redeemer's Christian School Knights, with the victory, 64-53. Winds up being an 11-point win tonight for Our Redeemer's Christian School. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this one. Leading the way again for the Our Redeemer's Knights, it is Jace Weekly with 18 points on the night. He had a couple made threes in that total, and also in double figures was Peyton Lindbo with 13 points. He had 3 made threes in his total, which puts him up to, I think, 27 made threes for him on the season. Just shy double figures was Andrew Eby back in the starting lineup, scoring 8 points tonight. Nolan Schmidt contributes 7. Wyatt Weekly had 8 points as well. Colin Swenson with a couple made threes for 6 points. Jaden Marshall with 4. For the Velva Aggies, leading them is Ben Shep, a game-high 19 for Ben tonight. Reggie Bruner was in double figures with 12 points. Hank Bodine hit 3 threes, 9 points for him. It was 5 points contributed by Cooper Kittleson. Reese Steffen had 4, and Wes Nicholson had 4 as well. Our Redeemers made the first bucket of the ball game, and then we had a couple ties at 2 and 4, but after that, the Knights led throughout the ball game. Their largest lead on the game was 19 points at 40. 40-21 was their largest lead, which came in the third period. Fouls on the ball game. We have our Redeemers committing a total of 11 fouls. Nobody fouling out for them tonight. Velva is guilty of 14 fouls on the night. Nobody fouled out for them either. Free throw wise, just 4 of 10 for the Knights tonight from the charity stripe for 40%. While for Velva, they were 4 of 7. In fact, Ben Shep was the only one to shoot for the Aggies, making 4 of 7 for 57%. So the Knights improved their record now to 10 wins and 2 losses on the year. And in District 6 play, they are now 4 and 1, while the Velva Aggies fall to 8 and 3 overall on the season, and even 3 and 3 now in District 6 play. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors can help you. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Planning Team Financial Advisors. And Shots Crossroads, also a post-game sponsor. You can order online anytime at shotscrossroads.com. A delicious menu, including those caramel rolls, the delicious pies that they have, the famous 99 hash brown combo, and on the list goes. Stop in and order today or at shotscrossroads.com. Your post-game headquarters. Team buses are always welcome. That'll wrap things up here from Our Redeemer's Christian School tonight. Big thank you to Bryce for pitch hitting tonight and running camera for us. And I'm Jonas Nelson. Thanking you for joining us here on the PSP Network. Again, the Knights with the victory by a final of 64-53. Stay warm. Have a great weekend. And another full week of high school sports coming your way next week right here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.